Grand rising, everyone. It is Monday, February the 5th. Uh-oh. Oh, the 8th. Okay. My son's birthday. I'm like, oh, it's not his birthday today. Okay. February the 5th. Welcome to Grand Rising Elizabeth, Millionaire Mindset Monday. My name is LaKeisha LaGrande, aka Madam Finance, and my host, Danyelle Claxton, known as the social media goddess. And so we want to say thank you for taking out the time to come and spend some time with us on a Monday, and to because today is a great day to
Yes,
have a
a
great day.
great day.
So, how's everyone weekend? Everyone had a good weekend?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
That is
Mhm.
awesome. That is awesome. That is awesome. So, what we like to do on our Millionaire Mindset Monday is start it off with a millionaire or billionaire success story. So, let's dive in. Now, this one is really, really amazing, gentlemen. And he also has a book. So his name is David Green. David Green is a multi-billionaire founder of Hobby Lobby. But he grew up with very humble beginnings. His family was poor, but David didn't let poverty destroy his dreams of becoming a wealth business owner. He never went to college and started Hobby Lobby out of his garage with a $600 loan. Now, y'all know how many business success stories we done heard that started right out of their garage.
Yep.
Mm. Today, it has grown to more than 520 superstores in 42 states. Green and his family own 100% of the company, and he ranks number 79 on the list of the 400 richest Americans, with an estimated net worth of $4.5 billion. Green sponsors the YouVersion Bible app for mobile phones, which has already been downloaded over 50 million times. He also plans to give 90% of his wealth to ministry work when he dies. Green recalls the memory of his parents putting their last dime on the collection plate. His father was a poor preacher, yet despite their financial state, Green's mother stepped out in faith and regularly gave to the church. He attributes his blessings to his mother's giving and the fact that he continues to give today. Green's influence comes through education. He gave a former Erickson plant in Lynchburg, Virginia, which is bought for 10.5 million to Jerry Falwell Liberty University in 2004. He gave an entire campus to Zion Bible College in Everette-Hale, Massachusetts in 2007 at a cost of $16.5 million. In 2009, Green snapped up the 217-acre former campus of Massachusetts prep school, Northfield Mount Hermon, for just $100,000. Spent $9 million on renovations and plans to give it away. Christian universities across the country have had auditionings for this attractive location, causing a minor stir in the liberal New England town of Northfield. In his biggest splash, Green bailed out a scandal-ridden, debt-laden Oral Roberts University with a $70 million gift in 2007, a donation with strings attached. Green got to replace the college's misgoverning board of trustees. Today, with his sons Mark chairman of the board and one of his granddaughters a new alumnus, Green calls Oral Roberts a healthy university. Ministries approach him constantly with proposals for their new church or Christian community center. Only 1 in 10 is chosen. Only 1 in 10 is chosen. He won't help them unless they pass a doctrine vetting process, having them demonstrate a true knowledge of the Bible. I am declaring that all the Elizabeth is a success story in the name of Jesus. So, one thing that is amazing about David Green is one, which is a pattern for a lot of multimillionaires and billionaires, that they are philanthropists and they give to the community. We're here. We're blessed to be a blessing. When I used to look at him and study him, he also has a book, and his whole business is not normal tradition, because his whole business is faith based as far as biblical principles. And a lot of people, they consider not conventional what you learn in school and learn in college. When you go visit him and you visit his stores and you get a chance to meet him, they're not, but I guess they could say orthodox, because he's totally biblical based. And he's just a very, very humble man. A lot of things that I've took away from him is that he's truly family first. God first, then the family, then the business. And that's his culture, even amongst his employees, because it's very important that you care about your employees. He care about the employees more so that he does, Hobby Lobby, keeping his family together, even within the, in the workplace. So it's very, very important to make sure that we have some balance when we are taking care of, our families. Welcome, Danyelle. You look so beautiful today. We can't hear you, love.
Good morning. How are you?
We're doing absolutely wonderful and amazing, just like you. Did you get a chance to speak with your guest today? Are we going to have our guest today?
No, I did not get any communication with her, so I will continue to reach out. Um, and we just, the show goes on. We just keep going. I don't know what happened. Communication just she never responded back to me. So I'm like, okay, life be life. And we just see what happens.
Okay. So, one of the main topics that we were talking about earlier, and this shouldn't take take very long, and you can share your social media advice to us. I have some things that I would like to share also regarding the social media aspect of it. But I really wanted to talk about filing the business taxes, how important it is, and the advantages and the disadvantages of that. This is a very dynamic landscape for entrepreneurs, understanding the nuances of business taxes, for our success. Whether you're a new business, small business, big business, it's very important. And one thing I would like to say, as a young girl having a restaurant, everything about business is not fun. Everything is not interesting, fun in your business, but things still have to, be done. And we want to move with excellence. We are a success story, so we need to make sure that we are exercising sound business practices rooted in integrity as marketplace influencers. And that's what we are. We are influencers. Everything we do pretty much is influencing and bettering people's lives. And we have to be an example for the people, a generation behind us, and make sure that we are leading by example. So, one of the importance of filing your business taxes is due to legal compliances. Filing business taxes is not a choice, it's a legal obligation. So when you're not filing your taxes, you're not complying by law. Adhering to tax regulations ensures that your business operates within the bounds of the law, avoiding legal actions or legal consequences. So that's one thing why you want to file your taxes. Another reason is financial transparency. You want to be very transparent. So when you file your taxes, you provide transparent overview of your business financial health. This transparent not only builds confidence with your stakeholders. If you have a stakeholders, you have a Corp C or S corporation where you have a board, and it also helps secure relationships, partnerships, investments. So you want to make sure that it'll make somebody feel good to know, your financial health of your company. And if they ask you, well, how much did you make? And you don't have an answer, or you can't even explain, you don't know what your business is health-wise, financially healthy or not, that's not a good look. Also, as we noticed as of last week, access to government programs. When you file your taxes, sometimes that is a requirement. It's tied to you getting tax credits and different things like that. Is if you file your taxes, there's loans, there's money that's out there, and sometimes that's a requirement. Did you file your taxes? Because if they're going to give you the grant money or they give you, the loan, they want to make sure that they're giving it to a company that's responsible, a company that's serious about their business. And so that helps with that. Some advantages of filing your taxes is tax credits and deductions, which we just talked about. Can lead to significant savings also when you file your taxes. I remember a young lady, Stephanie, came on and she was talking about how accountants and different things like that, they know how to set it up where you can possibly receive money for your losses. Your first 5 years, it's not expected, for you to have really made a profit. It really takes 5 years before your business actually is profitable. Most businesses, they do operate in a loss because they're constantly putting money back into their business. Miss Jacqueline.
Oh, that's her autopilot thing.
Oh, okay. I thought she had a question. So, so you definitely want to take advantage of those tax credits. And if your business, a lot of business don't last the first 5 years. That's why a lot of times I was in the restaurant business at a young age. A lot of banks will not give a restaurant owner a loan because most of the time they're not successful. Everybody think they can cook. Everybody, oh, I cook, my food is so good, my food is better. But a banker told me that a long time ago that it's amazing how many people open up restaurants and they just don't last the first 5 years. They do not last. And so, that was interesting. And I remember back when I was in college, one of my professors, I never forgot about it. And he also had indicated how businesses, a lot of businesses fail within the first 5 years. But if you have a business that was able to make it with those first 5 years, then it is truly worth fighting for. Truly worth fighting for. So fight for your business. Building a financial reputation. That's another advantage. I'm sorry, y'all kind of got a throat. I need something to drink. Consistent and accurate tax filings contribute to building a positive financial reputation. This is crucial for attracting investors, customers, and potential partners. They want to know, your your history. They want to know your financial health. And, who want to partner with somebody who don't file their taxes, or they don't know where they stand financially? They can't scale. They don't know where they need to scale. They don't know, what did they do financially to be at this situation? What can they do to, to increase? So if you're going to partner with somebody, wouldn't you want to know that you partner with somebody that take care of business, filing your taxes for your personal life, and also for your business. It's a responsible thing to do. Operational insight. This process for preparing and filing taxes often requires a comprehensive review of your financial records, and your accountant can help you do that. This exercise provides valuable insights into your business financial standing, aiding into strategic decision making. Because some people can just look at the numbers and can tell when something is off or something is not going right. I remember being in a meeting, Detroit Means Business. It was, a lot of the ecosystems was in there. They broke you up in different groups, and one of them had a restaurant. And that was one of the things that they needed assistance in, which most people probably need assistance in that, because especially if you're not didn't go to school for accounting, or that wasn't your background. The main two things that you should have in your business as partners, Robert Kiyosaki used to talk about having a team, and one of them is having a good accountant, as well as a lawyer. Those are the main two people that you want to make sure you have on your team. And then when you have these people on your team, you also want to have meetings throughout the year to make sure you all are on the same page, to make sure your business is operating the way you desire for it to operate. They're part of your team, and you should have a meeting, at least every 6 months. Mm-hmm. Queen, did you have something that you wanted to share?
No, but Evelyn has her hand up.
Oh, I'm sorry, Evelyn. Yes, love.
You were talking about filing taxes, but okay, explain to me. Okay, I understand filing taxes with the business. When I get all that together, but right now, the personal taxes on the residual income that I get from the government, why would I do that? I don't understand. I'm not paying anything out of it tax-wise. I never understood that.
First, for what it's your legal obligation. It's expected for you to file your taxes, regardless to how much you make. You're supposed to file your taxes every year. You're getting income, right?
She's talking about her Social Security.
Yeah, but I'm not paying any income. I'm not paying any taxes.
I mean, it's just legal. It's just legal. They just want to know how much you make. I mean, it's your civil duty. That's just it. Even though you're not paying any taxes to receive any taxes, it's just your civil duty.
Everyone should file it.
I'm gonna pay somebody to do the taxes when I'm not getting anything. I'm okay.
It's the law.
Do it yourself. I mean,
bottom line, it's the law. It's the law that you file your taxes. Yeah, you're supposed to file your taxes every single year.
I have never filed my taxes on Social Security, disability.
On everything, everything. That's all you get. You file your taxes on it, and it doesn't.
I don't think that's correct, y'all.
You don't think you're supposed to file your taxes every year?
No, not if you don't have an income.
That is income.
But it's not taxable.
But it's not taxable. It's not being taxed. I'm not paying any taxes.
Okay. Okay. So I'm going to ask my accountant, because you're supposed to file your taxes. A lot of seniors, they file their taxes because it's income that you receive. You receive an income every single month.
Well, that's say
you might not owe taxes. You might not have to owe taxes, because you might not have to owe. Some people receive money for filing their taxes, or if you for expenses, anything that you're doing, you're supposed to file your taxes. Like, it's the law that you file your taxes, regardless to if you're paying taxes or not. If you're not paying taxes, but sometimes all I know is you're supposed to file taxes. But just for clarity, I'm going to ask my accountant, are you exempt from filing taxes? Okay.
I'm looking up online on Google, and it's like someplace.
I'm going to ask, are you exempt? I don't know anyone that's exempt
Well, no,
from filing taxes.
It says, it's here, right here, Social Security, income, internal revenue. It says you report your taxable portion of your Social Security benefits. And there's a particular form that they talk about. Your benefits may be taxable if 1/2 of your benefits plus all other income, including tax-exempt interest, is greater than the base amount for you filing taxes. And this was just updated January 3rd, 2023 from Internal Revenue.
You gotta have taxable income, honey. If you don't have no taxable income, what are you filing taxes for?
All I know that it was the law. That's all I knew. That's from
I know,
all
but
these
it's a law on taxable income. It's
But
not
you might
tax. It's
okay,
not
so
taxable.
you're
So
gonna
you can be on Social Security, but if you got if you got what do you call it? Stocks, rental property,
Other,
that
yeah,
kind of
other
stuff,
things.
then you have to file your taxes. But if all you're getting is your Social Security, there's no tax on that.
So what I would recommend is that you find out whether or not you are exempt from filing taxes.
Hold on,
You can find out, but
excuse me,
just
honey. I'm telling you right now. I know this, but you can look it up. But
I'm
I know
just,
this.
I'm not knocking at you. I'm not knocking at you. What you're saying is true. I'm not knocking that. But for me, I'm not saying you're not an expert, Reverend Maya. I'm just saying find out for sure if you're exempt or not. Like,
I think they would have come after me since 2011.
Now, do you know how many people don't file taxes, have not filed taxes in years, and are supposed to file taxes, and nothing has happened to them?
Okay, it does say here, I'm looking at the Internal Revenue Service, the IRS website, and somebody said that they retired, start receiving Social Security. Do they have to pay taxes on their Social Security benefits? It says Social Security benefits include monthly retirement, survivor, and disability benefits. They do not include supplemental security income, SSI payments, which are not taxable. The net amount of Social Security benefits you receive from the Social Security Administration is reported in box 5. So you still have to report it. They still want you to report it.
Yeah, I'm like,
Box
I don't
5
know.
of Form SSA-1099 Social Security Benefit Statement, and you report the amount on line A, Form 1040 from the Individual Income Tax Return, or 1040 SR Tax Return for Seniors. The taxable portion of the benefits that's included in your income is used to calculate your tax liability. Depends on the amount of your income and the benefits for the taxable year. So
Yeah, you won't owe any taxes.
you
You
don't owe
won't
anything, but they still want you to report. It's like
exactly.
report it. Says the benefits it's not taxable, but they still want you to report it. It's a long answer, but I'll put it in the link. They still
Yeah,
want you to report it.
you're not gonna owe any taxes. You know what I'm saying? Some people owe taxes, some people don't. Some people get a refund. Some people don't owe taxes. You don't owe taxes. You don't owe for the state. You don't owe for the federal. You don't owe. But I personally did not know all these years that those people were exempt. If you got any kind of income coming to you, then you're supposed to file your taxes. As far as
I think you don't want to get this confused, because my grandmother thought that once she turned 65 and started receiving Social Security, she didn't have to pay any taxes. That woman didn't pay property taxes for 10 years and almost lost her home. So I'm like, yeah, you might want to go to IRS.com and just do a little digging yourself.
or
You don't
call
want to.
just to make sure and find out. That's just to be absolutely 100% sure. I've never heard of just because you're retired and you're getting income that you don't have to file your taxes. That don't mean you're gonna owe any taxes or you have to pay any taxes. But filing I did not know. I don't know if anybody who, and you can't be exempt, but let them tell you that you're exempt. But you may not have to owe taxes or pay any taxes or anything like that, but you are supposed to report them.
Okay, I'm, they charge a lot for filing taxes, and I don't see
So yeah,
paying that to.
but you're a senior, so they have programs. They have programs. My mother go to them all the time. You don't have to pay hardly nothing for the taxes, just for you.
Mm,
Just for you. She go every year, been going for years, and I'll find out. She's supposed to come on here today. Find out where does she go, and it's specifically for seniors, and they don't pay hardly anything to file their taxes.
Or H&R Block and all these other
No,
type of
that's
things.
really expensive.
They have free. You can do it online. You can do it yourself and just do it online.
Well, I don't know if you the tax laws change and different things like that. I even went to school for accounting, but that's nothing that I would do because you need to keep up with the accounting laws because the laws change. And so I wouldn't, if you're not an accountant, I would not try to do my taxes myself because you would miss things. Yeah, you would miss things.
Well, I've done my taxes a few years ago, and these websites, well, the reputable ones like H&R Block. I don't know about anybody else, but I did H&R Block. They literally walk you through the steps, and with AI, they ask you questions as you go along and find the tax code that's appropriate for you. So I'm like, it's really user friendly and they're trying to help you find every last deduction that you actually qualify for. So I'm like, if money's an issue, it's definitely something worth taking a look into. Coming from a consumer side, of actually doing it, I didn't know it was that easy because I've never done my taxes before. But the mere fact that they walked me through it and asked me more questions, and do you have this and do you have that? Did you get this? Did you get that? Well, here's this tax credit. And it's like, oh, okay. I didn't know it was that helpful for someone doing it.
Is. It is, because I used to do my taxes for years by myself until I started having a business. And so what I would do to save yourself a whole lot of money, you could go in because it does walk you through. I used to have the software, but I always I would do it to save myself more money because the less the accountant has to do, the more money you know that you will save. And so you could do your taxes and just say, hey, I just did can you review it? And I think most accountants will go ahead and review it just to make sure that you had everything accurate. There has been a time when I did it and I'm saying I missed some things, even though the system like walked you through and make sure you get the deductions and everything. I just knew it, but there was a few things that I did not do that was able to help us, receive more money. Now, one thing that I noticed that if you, my mentor, he's probably a multi-millionaire now. One of the things I was like, wow. So when you listen to people or people who say, yep, I got a refund. If you made money, if you was a multi-millionaire, you're not getting no refund. If you're making money, you're paying taxes. That's how you know if they made any money or not. Because if they made any money, they would be receiving a refund.
Y'all ready?
Yes.
Okay, I get Social Security. Here we go, right here. I just got the statement of how much money I got in Social Security. It says right here, if your Social Security and your SSI supplementary security income benefits were your only source of income for 2023, you will not have to file a federal income tax return. You don't. It's not taxable. This is from SSI, Social Security. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Look, so y'all know I'm not. Hello. This is from. This is from Social Security. This is the form they send you to let you know how much money from Social Security. My benefit statement to say how much money I made from Social Security. It tells you everything. If your only income is your Social Security, you don't have to pay no taxes on that, honey.
No, that's the difference. It's too different. They say that you have to pay taxes on it. That's not what we're saying. It's saying reporting it. Not that you're going to pay taxes on it. You're not.
Yeah, but the
Yeah,
only reason you would have to report it is that you are making some other money.
I I don't know.
It just said it right
I'm not
here.
confident in that. Not
Okay, well,
saying that
check
you
it
not.
out. Check it out. Check
Yeah,
it out. You can check it
that's
out.
most definitely what that's exactly what I'm doing. Now you're not gonna pay tax. Remember, I said you're probably not gonna have to pay taxes on it, but you're supposed to report it. Miss,
No, they treating it like if that is true, then they're using it as a census to see how many people are out there. How many is on, I mean, they have that
I'm
information.
going back.
I'm just
I'm done.
saying in reference to why would you have to do that?
what so you wouldn't be it's a difference between being taxed. Now you won't be taxed on it, but I don't know if that's requirement for you to be exempt for not filing your taxes.
Because okay, excuse me, they have on the form, when you get the form, if you have any other supplementary income, then you enter that, and then out of that, they let you know what you have to pay. But if all you're getting is Social Security, it's not taxable. So why would you have to file a tax file for something that's not taxable?
Can I say something?
Sure.
Okay, every year I file. I'm retired. I get Social Security retirement, but I file because I can claim rent. I get money back for the rent I pay.
You get money back. Like, I don't know if you're being exempt. I don't know of anyone that's being exempt. But like
But
I
if
said,
you pay rent, you will get a refund. I get it every year.
so a
Yeah.
lot of
And for gas, they'll also pay your gas. If the gas is in your name, they will pay the gas and they will give you a refund on your rent that you pay.
Okay, so okay.
property taxes. I mean, I don't look, I have never known anybody to say that you're exempt because you retired and you just get Social Security. That's something new, but I'm definitely going to find out because I had to call the IRS anyway today, actually, because I didn't call them back.
Well, I love due diligence. Let's find out.
Yeah, it doesn't, I got to do it for another reason, for our business purposes or whatever.
But I would like to know because I mean, with the family house, I have to come up with the taxes. It's less than $400, but I still have to come up with it.
Yeah, you still
So,
paying. Yeah,
but I mean, no, I've been exempt, but I don't, because I'm not living there, because I changed my address, I am not qualified for the program anymore that pays a certain amount. I still have to pay for the sewage no matter what, but I don't qualify for the program that would pay the rest of it. So yeah, I got to call down there to the tax place today too. Well, not today. I don't feel like it.
yeah, I have to call based off of our business and how because I have business partners and there's a certain form that we have to have when we're making income, all of us income, so it don't just be on one person or whatever. So I do have to, so that would be great. Great information to find out. I'm just not aware of anybody being exempt from filing.
This is the first time I've ever heard that, because it just didn't make any sense to me. Common. It just did not make sense. It's not, and I didn't pay rent, so it's not something.
Well, a lot of times, a lot of things don't make sense to us, just like the other lady who called. I mean, who she was on the call. I can't remember what her name is, and she was like, "I didn't make any money, so I don't understand. Why would I need to file tax? And I didn't make any money. Just because it don't make sense, don't mean that it's not right. Or
that's because she had a business. She said she had a business.
Wait, no, I understand, but
No,
I'm just.
it wasn't. This is too different.
It didn't make sense to her. you know, why she should have to file taxes and her business didn't make any money at all but $30, you know.
I understand that though. I understand if you got a business and you didn't make any money, you still need that tracking, you know. But they already, I mean, IRS know everything. They know that's what we get. So it's like,
Yeah,
what?
you know the government is greedy. They try to get what they can. They want to know all your business.
More paperwork, more stuff.
Miss Woodard, what is the place? Because I was telling Miss Evelyn, for seniors, isn't that what place do you go to where the taxes doesn't cost a lot of money? Is it legal aid or accounting something? You're on
We can't hear you.
You're on mute.
Yourself. Unmute
yourself.
Sorry, accounting aid.
Ain't that your mama?
Accounting aid.
Oh, because I'm like, you calling her Miss Woodard. I'm like, ain't that her mama? But okay, Miss Woodard. Okay.
It's that business mode. She ain't mama when it comes to business. When it comes to business, she ain't mama.
I was just thinking the same thing, Rev. I'm like, if my mama was sitting there and said, "Ma, Ma, tell them."
Yeah, look, we talk so much business.
I know, right?
I was sitting here going, ain't that her mama? I'm pretty sure that's her mama. Why she call her Miss Woodard? That is so, it just felt so weird to me, but I get it. It's business.
Yeah, I got
So
it.
I get it.
But it did sound weird. I was like,
We talk so much business. I think, I don't know, we do have other conversations, but pretty much when we talk, we are talking business. And when we are in meetings with other people, I don't say, hey, mom, you know, that's Miss Barbara Woodard. She's CFO.
Yeah.
She don't say, oh, that's my daughter. No, we a big family business, but we don't say, Mom, hey, daughter. You know, we try to be as professional.
Well, that's good. So if the police come in and you're not saying Ma, you just saying Miss Woodard, they won't take her too because you her mama going too.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So that was really good. So I can't wait to find out.
Yes, me too.
From the IRS. So that's an incentive to make sure that I do what I'm supposed to do, because I did not put that in my planner. It just was in here, which needs to be in my planner. But okay.
Well, Keisha, I wanted to, earlier today, you started off talking about social media, and you was also talking about all of us being an influencer or being influencers. I want to see if you guys are aware. Do any of you guys know who Keith Lee is? Have you ever heard the name Keith Lee? Keith Lee, I do know he's from Detroit, and he is one who is making.
Excuse me, Danielle. Before you go, we cut in. Miss Woodard was going to say something.
No.
Didn't you ask her a question or no?
Did you tell her? You said, did you?
She said, Accounting Aid Society. Right. Yeah. So she had answered the question.
Was that the
as long as you have not made over $65,000, your taxes aren't, your income was not over $65,000, you are eligible. They can help you.
Oh yeah, well, wasn't that? Not yet, anyway.
Is it a fee? Is it a fee?
No, it's free.
See, there you go, Miss Evelyn. Mama Evelyn,
okay.
It's free, girl. It's free.
Let's just see if I have to take my time to go there.
Evelyn said, I'm going to stay incognito. I'm going to stay underground. I don't want them to know no more than they have to know.
Yeah. I don't think that's going to work from going forward, because we want to be known now.
Yeah.
Okay, and speaking about being known, I'm going somewhere with this. He is a food critic that travels the country and rates Black-owned businesses in different cities. recently, last weekend, and I wanted to show you because this is the power of social media. We talked about owning restaurants and we talked about influencing. Whenever he goes, he always has one of his family members order food for him because he is so popular that when he's seen, he creates a crowd instantly wherever he's at. He went to somebody. So the story goes, a sister actually went out and tagged and requested that Keith Lee come and review her friend's food truck.
I saw that.
Okay, and
So
she
now I
tagged
didn't
it
know
and
his
attached it
name,
to
but
me. So what happened was there's this food truck, and there was a girl. The girl who did the social media post was doing some braiding out there. They was, generating some business. And there was another guy, her brother was cutting hair. So you got somebody cutting hair, somebody braiding outside in the parking lot next to this food truck business. And so Keith Lee comes out, tastes the food, saw what was going on, went because of the post, and he left a $4,000 tip on the POS system for the food truck. And he said in the video, I want $1,000 to go to the barber. I want $1,000 to go to the braider. And then the rest of it, the owner can do whatever she wants with it. Well, she decided to keep it.
all
And
of it. Did she keep
started
all of it?
kept all of it.
Yeah, that's what it was, all of it.
He started, so people are now wondering, now they're watching the business to see what the business done based on what Keith Lee said to do. Yeah, you can't find her food truck on Google no more. She tried to defend herself on social media, but nobody's having it because clearly in the video, and the video he states, he tells her exactly what to do and how to do it. And and I don't know if it's her not understanding how social media works and how all eyes on you now, and we're watching to see what's going on. She's trying to say that the other two people weren't a part of her business and they were just there. And she's just coming up with every excuse as to why she can't give them the money. Her son, who I didn't know had anything to do with the business, comes in and says, she's like, I'm gonna give my son some of the money. Wait a minute, he didn't say give your son some of the money. Also, apparently she was facing eviction at the time. So I don't think she's facing eviction, but her business, I don't think she's in business no more. And this happened last weekend.
Yeah,
There's another guy, Mr. Shine Time, who's in Detroit right now. He's been in Detroit for the last month reviewing Black-owned, and not just the Black-owned business. They review everything from the customer service, from the time that they placed the order to whether or not their food was ready when they picked it up, whether it was good, like the whole experience. And these two men have like over 1 million followers on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. And if they say that a business is good, get the thumbs up, that business gets flooded with new business. But the moment it doesn't go right or something doesn't go right, some businesses have closed literally within days of these two men giving their reviews. I saw your hand up, LaKeisha.
Yeah, so I'm trying to understand the story. So the gentleman gave $1,000 to each. He gave it to the young lady, and he said that they could do whatever they want to do with the money.
No.
So
with their portion.
I'll show you the video. He specifically put the tip on the food truck's point of sale system. Okay. He gave $4,000. He said, I want $1,000 to go to the barber so he can give free haircuts.
Yep.
I want $1,000 to go to the braider so she can do what she's doing. And then what was left over, the business owner can choose to do whatever she wants to do with it.
Oh, so did she not do that when he asked? Is that the issue?
She kept all the money. She kept all
the money.
Oh, wow.
And here's the thing. When these people put your business on plug, because he gave her a great review and everything. The food was good. He liked the vibe. He liked the contribution of what everybody was doing. He didn't know that the barber and the braider weren't associated with the food truck. They were there helping each other create a vibe and create a presence and get more people to come to the food truck. So they were helping each other out. They were not employees, but they were there to help out. So he's thinking, I'm helping the food truck and I'm helping the barber and the braider, make some money. But the food truck owner decided to keep the money. And people, once he put the spotlight on this business, I think it was called Sweet Sensations or Sweet something, is down in Dallas, Texas. It got to the point where there was another business that had almost the same exact name, and people started attacking that business. So they had to go.
It's called Sweetly Seasoned.
Sweetly Seasons, right. So there was another business down in Dallas, Texas. People started putting bad reviews on the wrong business's page, that people actually went and supported the wrong business to let people know this is the wrong business. It's, what is it, Sweetly Seasons over here that you need to be, doing your bad, following up on and doing bad reviews on. And they call it the Keith Lee effect. It's called the Keith Lee effect. If Keith Lee comes to your business and does a review, it literally can either make you or break you within, I'm gonna say within seconds with social media, because this has been going on and on and on. People have been talking about this big time. And the woman took down, she's no longer found on Google. This is how deep it is. You can't find it on Google no more. Can't find their website no more. She took down their Instagram page because people were coming in and giving their opinions about everything. And to this day, I don't think she gave that barber or that braider the money. I don't think she did. And she got on there and got on social media and started to try to explain her side and her son. And either way it goes, we have to watch it. It's not a good look, because we got video of Keith Lee saying at the food truck when he's giving her card to run her card for the $4,000 tip, give this here, this goes here, and then the rest is for you. So yeah, the power of social media can, how you, and people are watching these companies of how you are handling the situation. I put on my personal page how I don't like Verizon's customer service. Verizon has the worst customer service. I tell you not, within 2 minutes, Verizon was on my page talking about, I'm sorry for your experience. Can you please DM us about your customer service experience? Once people put your business on, I'm gonna say on blast, they are watching you to do PR work to fix whatever the situation is. We're watching you, how you handle the diffusing the as far as customer service, because the internet will either make you or it will break you. It doesn't, well, that one incident. So like I said, they're watching big time, but I don't know if that woman's gonna still be in business anymore, because they have video of him telling you what to do and you bluntly just refuse to do it.
So that's a prime example of integrity.
Yeah.
That's a sign of being of integrity. And that's, that's not good. So, that's sad, it takes a look at you as a person, as well. It should be a good opportunity for her to really reflect, on herself, what made her make that type of decision after being gifted that you did not, that you did not share. And, that's not part of creating sound business practices, rooted in integrity as a marketplace influencer.
It's not.
Yeah.
And like I said, it is not, and because it's on video, because people are watching and stitching and duetting and giving their opinions. And like I said, social media, word of mouth travels faster than you ever think. Because like I said, it was another business that got affected, but people went and when they found out that other business was getting bad mouth, because people got the wrong business that they were trying to, bad mouth about, they went and supported the wrong business. Like, come on over here, let me do a live, taking Cash App donations for the other bit. I think the other business was Hispanic, a Hispanic family restaurant. So it actually ended up being good PR for them on a bad thing. It's really weird. Like, this one lady was going down, but this other business is going up, all because of, like you said, the lack of integrity. And let's be real, from a business owner standpoint, a $4,000 tip, even if she gave $1,000 to both of them, she would still take it, the $2,000. She really wouldn't be able to keep $2,000 because of how point of sale systems and credit cards work. You know, it sits on a dollar. It might have been 1 or 2 or 3 or maybe 3 or 4. I think it's like 3, anywhere between 1 and 5% for running a credit card transaction that goes towards the processing credit card processor. So she wouldn't have got the full 2,000. She would have got. She probably, as a business owner, probably would have took a small hit. Might have been like, I don't know, $100 or $200. I'm just estimating, depending on what her
But how was a
percentage of the credit
blessing a hit? How was a blessing a hit? That's not a hit. That was a
No,
blessing.
I'm
Nobody.
not saying a blessing or a hit. I'm saying because she ran it through the credit card machine, that when you have a credit card machine, you have a processing fee. So I'm not saying taking a hit, but that whole 2,000, if she was to keep the 2,000 herself, it wouldn't have been 2,000 because you have to pay the credit card processing fee. I know owners that would be like, okay, I'm not going to charge you, but I'll take the hit because that credit card processing fee has to be paid for. Or if she took the 4,000, it's like, okay, well, whatever we're going to split the credit card processing fee 4 ways. Then here's your money, here's your money, here's your money. I'm just saying it wouldn't have been a true $4,000 is what I'm saying, because of the credit card processing fee.
Yeah, but it's
That's
okay.
all.
It was a gift. It was a tip. So
Right.
it was.
I tip.
It was
But
a
like I
tip.
said,
So regardless, I mean, you know, you are on the head of a lot. I do understand the fee, but you know, the bottom line is she should have did what she was supposed to do. If
That's the
somebody
bottom line.
that's
Yeah.
that's why some people don't like the gift, you know, because you know, things like that, you know, not knowing if that person is really truly going to do what they're supposed to do. I get phone calls all the time about the cancer, you know, they having something for the cancer people. How do you know that they're really doing what they say? They just randomly called you and said, hey, would you donate? We're having a fundraiser for the cancer survivors. How do you really know? Because there's so many crooks and scams that's out here. You know, that she's being an example why sometimes people are reluctant to give, you know.
Yeah.
But but personally, I just give based off of what the spirit. If the spirit lead me to give, I am. If the spirit don't lead me to give, then I'm not giving.
Well, if I can throw in, I found out something last night that about braiders, and that when I went and we dealt with the licensing for braiders, separate from cosmetology, what we did not get was a separate license for schools, natural hair schools in here now. So where I had to open up a full cosmetology school in order to teach braiding so that they can get licensed. They have separated that now, and I can open up just of natural hair for that particular license. I don't have to add all that other thing. That's really cool, because that was really big having people. And so I'm sharing that in that I hadn't read that. That was back in 97. And I had not kept up with when they made the change.
Right.
I was still riding on the how it was when I first went. So that opens up a whole different door for me, because that was my hesitancy. I did not want to open up and was trying to do it around something. So as it relates to license and what's required, what you're talking about, LaKeisha, is that it is important to keep up with stuff, you know, and not, and the Law of Success, Napoleon Hill, the thick book that he has, I used to teach that in the natural hair in my school.
Which book?
Law of Success.
Oh, Law of Success. Okay, I thought
Hill.
Grow Rich. Okay, Laws of Success. Yeah, he had more than one books.
Right. And this was the law, yeah. And that was one of the things that he said was not getting the right information and just assuming out of your head and what people tell you versus going and finding out what, the updated information is. Not years from, back in 97. And so they had since changed that. And so when I was looking at it and I saw that, I said, oh my goodness, I can just open up just a school for natural hair. They
Mhm.
wouldn't let us do that back then.
And yeah, and that's another thing also, to stay in our lane. Sometimes, as far as, that's why it's important to have a team, to have an accountant, to have a lawyer. Because if you've had maybe expressed this is what you want to do, or this was a concern of yours, they could have like, oh, well, let me check into this. Oh, well, you could do this or you could do that. Like, it's always good to ask questions, to have that team. I don't try to pretend I understand the contract jargon. I just don't. I'm not finna act like I do. I'm not finna go read like I understand. Nope, that's what my accounts here. Read this and see if this is what I'm supposed to do. Here's because don't act like you want, don't try to um not do your due diligence. Let an expert do it, or talk, or I do believe in personal development. I do believe that you should at least learn the basics of things, but let the experts in those particular areas, help you and guide you to making good, sound decisions for yourself personally, and also, for your business. So that was a great story, Danyelle, about the gentleman who gave that. It definitely was a lesson in it, as far as the importance of being in integrity, and doing the right thing. The law, of karma is like real, and
Mhm.
things that you do can come back, will come back on you, but
Fast.
yeah, but to the God that we serve, it's not over for her. It's just maybe something that
She needs to go through.
mhm,
Yes,
she can come back
it's a
from
heavy
it.
lesson.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
And
It's 10 o'clock.
Now Lolly had, it's 10. Well, Lolly had put something in the chat that I thought was very good. See if I can find it.
But when she said greed,
Yeah.
I don't know if she put something else in there.
Yeah. Mm. Hmm.
No, I don't see
Yeah,
it.
I just said, I said greed, but I said the lady with the business, she could have had a thriving business and made so much more money, but she let her greed take over.
Mhm.
The little couple thousand, she could have been making 10,000,
Mm.
but it all messed up because she couldn't, share the wealth. But Reverend
Mhm.
Omani say, giving is receiving.
Mm.
Mm.
Mhm.
And probably, and with that greed was that fear. Some sort of fear was going on there too. Being fearful of something, fearful of, I don't know.
Of lack,
Fear
maybe.
It's
what?
fear of lack.
Yeah.
Yep, Lottie. It's fear of lack.
Yeah.
Like she lacks something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
like I said, the thing about it is when people pull out them cameras, people are watching. And one thing I notice about these cameras, they ain't lying. Like you capture it, the audio, like I said, Mr. Charm Time and Keith Lee, they come and they review the food businesses, and like I said, some places get great, get more, are getting more business because it's positive, but when it's negative, or other people coming in to give you the truth. And what I like about it is that these two people they're not from here. They're not from Detroit. Mr. Charm Time is not from Detroit. Keith Lee, that happened down in Dallas. So they'll give you an honest review. not a biased one, because, no, you're getting an honest review from somebody that's not even from your own city, reviewing your business and how your business is working or not working, to take that constructive criticism and be able to change it, pivot and change it so that the next experience is better for somebody else. Because people
Well,
are watching.
I apologize. One thing about it, if you do the right thing, you ain't got to worry about none of that. Live your life right, do the best you can to live right, do right, and in place. So Queen Each Right is 10:03.
And you all may close it. Danyelle, why don't you close us?
Okie dokie. I want to say, let's make sure that we hug ourselves. Give yourself a big hug. And also make sure that you hug the world.
Yes.
And I'm gonna say, go out today and live it. Make today a great day.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Sprinkle
on
all that good stuff.
purpose. On purpose.
On purpose.
Sprinkle love and peace and happiness around
Bye,
the world.
y'all. See you tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay.
Um,